This is Dodging Death with Stephen Williams Jr. and Ryan Patton.
Right, yeah. It looks like it's working.
Right, we're just going to roll with it now.
we got to keep it. The levels may be all over the place, but it's up to Steve to
apologies.
Yeah,
to Steve more than anyone else.
This is the editor's job to fix it. if it ever reaches him, this could be the lost episode of Dodging Death that never makes it to air. But we're gonna go with it anyway.
Roll with it now.
So what's Steve's traditional opening? Hello, fellas.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, fellas.
Hello, Steve.
Hello.
He's changed, doesn't he?
So this is quite weird because I'm
Normally
now
sat down.
Yeah, I normally sat down.
The power
And
position.
I'm in Steve's power position, standing up, and I feel like a teacher telling off two unruly school children, but both have beards.
Don't spank me, sir.
Yeah, I can see why Steve normally enjoys this this authoritative position, actually. So. Yeah, I think we're underway.
I was going to say, I like the way that we're all three of us are kind of just making sure that the waves are still on it. It still is working, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, it looks slightly like when Steve does it. I mean, it's a little bit short. They're a little bit short and stumpy, aren't they, the waves at the moment?
Yeah,
but
we have a red box, for anyone who doesn't know. We have a red box in front of us, and I'm just twiddling with the dials because that's what Steve does.
Paul's reaching over
So
me in this incredibly professional operation. Paul's reaching very near my penis area and twiddling with the knobs. It's the first Julian Clary joke of the
And
episode.
it is 1 minute and 55 seconds in.
Stephen who?
So, fellas, how are we anyway?
Very good, thank you.
This is our first post-Christmas episode.
Yeah,
know,
it's the first episode of the new decade.
2020.
Happy
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. Typical of Stephen not to make the effort to come.
I know, yeah. I don't know whereabouts in the world he is at the moment.
Floating around there. Wasn't he Portugal to the Caribbean?
Portugal, Bangkok, I don't know. It's somewhere exotic, isn't
When
it?
he's in Portugal, he'll bang a bit of cock.
Yeah.
I reckon use this opportunity to
I'm going to
butcher.
absolutely slate Steve in this
The
episode.
roast of Steve.
Yeah. To say tell us all the Stephen stupid stories because we've got no anecdotes ourselves.
So I was on a ship last week, fellas.
Has anyone got any travel stories to open it up? It's normally the filler, isn't it? That we use to pad out these things.
I went to Shropshire during Christmas.
Ooh. Normally though, when Steve does it, it's
I know, it's got a bit
dramatic pause.
All right.
Shropshire.
Okay, I went to Shropshire.
Ooh.
Game show style.
Did anything happen in Shropshire?
Um,
Any hijinks?
We went there post Christmas for New Year. Me and my girlfriend, all of her family's there. But I got to work in a pub, which was nice.
Oh, I mean, it must have brought back memories of
It did.
of the wine bar days.
It is like, you like riding a bike. You never forget how to pour a pint, do you?
I also hope that wasn't a Christmas present to you.
I know.
A day in work.
Surprise!
You're doing the night shift in the Red Lion in Shropshire.
Room and board. That's what you're getting.
I
There's
couldn't
no
afford a
payment.
present for you, Josh. So what I've done, if you work a shift, then I can take the money and I will buy you a pint.
Free drinks all night, yeah.
Merry Christmas.
Don't be a job swear.
So yeah, that was nice. I got to feed the birds as well. So there's a big Mere.
A mere?
Yeah,
What's a mere?
So it's like a big kind of lake, essentially.
Okay. I've never heard mere. I know stream, I know river, but not mere.
You got your bodies of water.
Okay, yeah.
Here's your bodies of water.
Bodies of water, shut everybody. Here we go.
You got your oceans, you got your seas, you got your channels, you got
Yeah.
your reservoirs, you got your canals,
Yeah.
and then you
I
got
know
your
all
meres,
these.
and
I knew all them apart from meres.
your puddles, of course.
Oh, no puddles.
Lest we
yeah.
forget a puddle. I feel like if you called somebody like a puddle as a joke, somebody who's I don't know, if you called Bill Oddie, you fucking puddle.
Bill Oddie's a puddle. Oh,
Yeah.
God. I've went into Steve's position, sitting down on the desk, and I felt a little bit of a wobble. So it's a damning indictment of my New Year diet, that is. I'm going to go back to standing. Sorry, go on. So you're in a mere.
So I was at the Mere.
You're at the
I wasn't
mere.
in.
Oh,
I wasn't in the body
Is
of
a
water.
mere deep enough to go swimming in?
This one, it was probably about as high as about 3 feet.
Okay. I thought you were just going to do a purely visual demonstration, and I thought you forgot the audio.
I was
the audio
going
form of the podcast.
I was, and then I realised, oh shit. So, I mean, there's plenty of like swans and stuff like that. So that was nice. We got to feed them. To be honest, that was the highlight of it.
Come on, Josh. We're trying to do big stories.
You know what?
These
Actually, you know what?
I hope you fed swans in a meal.
I hope your girlfriend doesn't listen as well.
She doesn't.
Not too harsh, guy.
She fucking listens to me enough. She's like, fucking. But I actually got a bicycle as well.
Oh, okay,
So I did a bit of cycling there.
Mm-hmm.
You got a bicycle for Christmas or?
No.
I was going to say.
I was going to say a proper like 10-year-old.
10-year-old Josh.
Yeah.
Stabilizers.
Like a John Lewis advert, you going down the stairs with Moz the monster.
Yeah, I feel like the 2020 is the year that I finally ride a bicycle.
Can you ride the bike?
I can ride the bike. Yeah.
I struggle. Well, I've not rode the bike now, I think, for 15 years.
I think it's the weight of the head.
Oh God,
rolls you off balance.
That was a cheap shot. I'm in the authority position here to move it over.
I think the cycling that is all to do with technique. I mean, you're always spinning.
I'm always spinning. I can ride a stationary bike, absolutely no problem.
No problem at all.
It's the movement that kills
You're
me.
like if you could do the Tour de France on a stationary bike.
Yeah, I'm scared I'll topple. That's my thing. It's the fear.
You'd be the Chris Froome of the spinning Tour de France.
The Lance Armstrong.
Yeah, juicing up.
That's all right. I take PEDs before my spin class. That's why I perform so well.
I noticed as soon as Steve's in here, we've gone straight into sport chat. This is your turn to like a sport-based podcast now. Won't even be anecdotes; it'll just be talking about football.
I've got some travel stories. I thought in knowing that Steve will be absent, I thought I'm gonna go on some I'm gonna do some holidays, some hijinks.
Go on.
So let's see how they compare to
Shropshire,
the Caribbean and Shropshire.
The Caribbean. I went to on the sports theme. Actually, I went to Salzburg.
Oh,
yeah.
To watch Liverpool.
Yeah, Liverpool won 2-0. This is going back about a month now, but I knew Paul wouldn't be happy with that one.
I'm out this conversation now.
Did you
Let's talk about Mia's again in Shropshire? Much more interesting.
Ray Mears.
Oh. Hey.
You can be the picture.
The unison.
Yeah. Ray Mears is worthy of an audible gasp.
I think he's probably the best of the Mias. You've got Ellesmere.
Yeah. What, I don't know another Mia. Amir Khan? No, it doesn't count.
Amir Khan.
Yeah, Ray's the strongest of all the Mias.
I'd say so.
Speaking of wildlife adventures, actually, I saw I watched the Big Fat Quiz of the Decade.
Right.
And Bear Grylls, did you like the video segment where someone asked a question? One of them was Bear Grylls. Jesus Christ, he looks rough. Finally, fucking the diet of crocodile piss has caught up with him. His fucking left eye's completely disappeared.
Really?
Yeah, he's got a handlebar mustache. Oh, he looked in an absolute. Oh God, he looked rancid, terrible.
Had he just come to jungle, or was he?
I don't know.
Was he fresh out of the hotel from the night?
he must have been devastated when that came out.
Did he spend 20 minutes in the jungle again?
The eye thing. What happened? Like, what do you mean?
His right eye was. I don't know if he's like. It looked as though he'd had a stroke, basically.
Oh.
Yeah.
If he doesn't listen, if you do,
know,
Ray.
Yeah. If you listen to Bear.
Bear, not Ray. Bear.
That's how much we care about you and your stroke.
If you listen to Bear, we always preferred Ray. Ray's got use of both of his eyes.
I'm more of a Steve Batchel kind of guy myself. Deadly 60.
Oh, I don't know him.
No,
is he a more modern one?
Yeah, he's
for
like,
the online generation.
He's a CBBC heartthrob
for the kids,
which is a weird thing, isn't it? Really, CBBC heartthrob.
Oh God,
you don't really want to be a heartthrob to like 10-year-olds, do you?
Now, once Steve Irwin passed away, I was done with wildlife adventures.
Yeah. Fuck the planet.
Yeah. As long as all those stingrays die, I don't care.
It's like bring back the ghost of. Speaking of ghosts,
go on.
Akora.
Oh
yes,
God! I mean, I will get back to my Salzburg tale, but I feel like
we've got to take
we do
need
a special testimonial for old Derek. Don't
Shall we have 54 minutes of silence? Of radio silence.
That's what Steve's going to get when he gets presented. We thought we were sending him an hour of hilarious content.
And then we could just measure the tribute to Cora.
At the end, thanks for listening, everyone.
We love you, Derek.
We love you. Well, if you can hear us, Derek, thanks for the memories.
I'm sure he'll reply if you can.
Give us a tap on the computer if you can hear us, Derek.
I was reminded of my favourite Derek Cora moment has to be the Michael Jackson seance. Do you remember that?
I never really watched. I never really seen
God,
it.
it was an hour of television that it hasn't been matched up until The Masked Singer this weekend.
I didn't see the Masked Singer.
Did you not see The Masked Singer?
No.
Did you see The Masked Singer?
No,
I would have thought you'd been all over that.
What's The Masked Singer?
Oh, it's Saturday. It's ITV Saturday night prime time. So I thought that'd been right up your street. Yeah,
No,
it's
definitely not.
I know you shake your head at it, but you love the jungle. You'd be watching the Love Island.
Oh, Love Island Sunday start.
Oh God, no! I'm huge for Love Island chat.
I will be.
I reckon Derek killed himself because he knew that was coming back.
No, but the thing with Derek was he looked. I saw a video of him that he posted on Twitter on Christmas Eve, and he looked absolute
stellar.
Yeah, as good as ever.
Really?
And then 2 weeks later, I wake up to the news that he's died.
It's the ghost of Christmas past.
So in that short time,
Jacob Marley.
it'd be a different film, wouldn't it? Christmas Carol. Stephen Graham playing the corner. You're going to be visited by 3 ghosts, Scrooge.
He's there with his little sonic graph thing.
Don't give it the bar humbug, mate.
So you went to Salzburg.
I went to Salzburg. Yeah, we spent about 3 days in the Austrian mountains. It was lovely. Place where the Sound of Music was filmed.
Really?
Oh. Yeah.
Did you sing any songs on the hills? Did you? What are they called? The Von Trapps. That's what they're called.
The Von Trapps. Yeah. No, there was no. I've never seen the Sound of Music, so I wasn't very good at Sound of Music reference points.
I'll tell you something a little bit sentimental for me, Ryan, and I'm going to. I think you already know this about.
Do you know what? Maybe I do, but
this might be a nice little thing
for the sake of the podcast. I'll feign,
and also for the viewers,
listeners,
nice little bit.
Our viewers, Josh.
Viewers, listeners, anybody out
whatever
there.
You are.
Sam, are you there?
Spirit Guide Sam, yeah, he's wandering alone at the moment. Jesus Christ.
Spirit Guide Sam. So Salzburg is where my mum and my dad met. They used to be on the tour guides. And I told my dad that you were going to Salzburg, and he said to me, I hope he has a fantastic time. Great city.
And do you know what, son St. George, I did?
I'll relay the message because you won't be listening.
So we've established your girlfriend and your dad both don't listen.
No, they've disowned me because of this podcast.
I feel like it's nice with this podcast. We've sort of charted your parents' relationship. So, from the heady heights of Salzburg to,
to the very lows.
To the crushing lows of Chris Tarrant.
Yeah, Austria to Tarrant.
A Lee Jones marriage story.
That's what it was.
Adam Driver's going to play son St. George in the film. So
Salzburg, pardon me.
So Salzburg, yeah. Do you know what? Steve's not here, but I'm still getting interrupted left, right and centre here.
Maybe we're the problem.
Yeah, it's gone on a Derek Core and Michael Jackson and Masked Singer tangent this. And it's not really worth it for the payoff, either. But anyway. So I'm in Salzburg, enjoying the Austrian mountains, and enjoying the Glühwein, enjoying the Christmas markets.
Very nice.
I think an observation of Salzburg, a lot of camp statues.
Camp?
Yeah, a lot of the statues are in very camp poses.
Can you give us an example?
Well, I mean, it's
bent over.
No, it's not lewd, Paul. Just a bit camp, just a bit like a
little bit clary.
Yeah, just a bit clary, just a bit flamboyant. Like no, they could have been on Chatty Man with Alan Carr. He wouldn't be out of place. It's just a lot.
Just a bit of camp fun.
So anyway, enjoying Salzburg, enjoying the festive atmosphere, enjoying the atmosphere of a Liverpool European away. It was great.
How was the craft beer scene?
The craft beer scene,
undoubtedly, that would have had something to.
Of course, the craft beer scene was fine.
Out of 10.
Was fine. It was 6 out of 10.
That's decent.
But yeah, there was a bar though. My favourite bar in Salzburg was a Belgian beer bar. But I was in the Belgian beer bar and we got chatting. We got chatting to the barman there. As ever in the craft beer bar, you will always get chatting to the barman. They'll give you a bit of local insight. It's a lovely experience. It's the reason why you travel.
Are you just turning this into a craft beer bar?
It is. Well,
I've not a craft beer.
But also, what I will say,
the authority position's gone to me, Paul.
Steve's managed to avoid this conversation now for like 40 episodes or whatever it is, and you've been in charge once. and it's been 20 minutes of craft beer crap.
But it takes a level of confidence to actually sit at the bar, I think.
I do, but I
confidence that only comes after having a drink.
I signal my intentions by immediately going for the bar, so I'm there for the conversation.
No, he doesn't even sit on a stool, he just sits on the actual bar. On top of a pump.
Oh God. Can you imagine how disturbing that would be?
You're like campier, don't you?
I lube up a pump and just plump myself on it. Plump myself on it, yeah. I didn't do that. I sat at the bar and for conversation, but so I was chatting with the guy. We had the common interest in beer. It was great, but I immediately then got myself in the mindset as though I was one of the locals, and I always slate me dad for this.
Oh, you didn't do the accent,
Paul. I did. So I was chatting to him, and I said, so this is our second day in Salzburg, and I know it came out my mouth, and I said, "Oh, Ryan," and I looked at my friends, and I was like, I hope they didn't notice me do that. So there was no look. So I thought, okay, maybe
got away with that.
Potentially you've got away with that on Rye, scot free. So I carry on with the conversation. I reach another point in the sentence where I'm about to say the location where we currently are, and I'm in the frame of mind then. I don't know what's happening with my jaw. All my muscles are tightened up. Again, I let out Salzburg. Even worse this time round. And I look around again. Did anyone notice? No, I think I've got away with it again. Unbelievably.
You didn't do it again.
I go to say Salzburg again. And I say for the third time, Salzburg. And then this time my friends erupt in laughter, and the guy gives me a bit of a look thinking, what the fuck are you doing? I just sort of like, your whole body just like crumples inside, because you're thinking you are an absolute.
This is why people hate the British tourist.
I know, but I feel like but mainly though with the British tourist, the idea is that you're unruly hooligans, you know what I mean? So like when you go in and you're trying to embrace the culture of the place.
At a football match impersonating the local language and you're not an unruly hooligan.
Alright, no, fair enough. Okay. But no, I was drunk at a football match, but
which you never had a ticket for.
Alright.
Have you been elsewhere?
I have, but I don't know.
I haven't been anywhere.
You've not been anywhere.
I had a very local family. Girlfriend, Christmas.
Nice.
Oh, you threw that in there, didn't you, Paul? Girlfriend looked me dead in the eye. Fine, yeah, some of us got a girlfriend.
It could have been you, but you were playing.
I have got a confession to make.
Steady on.
Oh, God, Paul. This isn't going to get you in trouble, is it?
Are you sure you want to?
No, so on Christmas Day.
Doesn't do anything, to be honest, you know.
A little white lie didn't hurt.
On Christmas Day, there was myself, my mum, my dad, the family, the in-laws,
the G's,
the Hamiltons, Andy Hamilton, his bride, my sister, Sophie, and Hannah. Hannah come round for Christmas dinner. It was nice having her around. And
you have to say that.
No, it was a lovely Christmas dinner.
It does sound nice. Can I come next?
And well, you haven't heard the end of the story yet.
Okay.
It got to the dinner time. So my mum says, why don't we put some music on? Hannah goes, Paul, why don't you put the Christmas podcast on?
Oh, I love this attitude. Yes.
Oh,
yes.
We put it on.
Yeah.
People were talking during the podcast.
Oh, Paul, you got to have pride to listen to the podcast. This is some serious business, this.
So I threw my toys out the pram and turned it off because people weren't listening.
I told a good gag there and I got no reaction.
I put Silent Night on and loved it.
Of course you did. you weeping to Silent Night.
Yeah, so if no one else was sad enough to listen to the Christmas podcast on Christmas Day having a Christmas dinner, I listened to it instead of the Queen.
Yeah, absolutely, and as you should have, Paul.
I imagine Harry and Meghan did as well.
Yeah, old Megxit. I reckon.
Megxit.
Yeah.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, I didn't coin that. I wish I did. Yeah.
I'm glad you said that because you definitely didn't coin
I know. My theory is, though, because this will probably go out in about 10 days, that
they would have been reinstated, nothing would have happened.
No, I reckon Tom Markle's anarchist paws are all over this.
Who's Tom Markle?
Meghan Markle's dad. Yeah, he's an
dodgy dad.
Oh, he's an absolute loose cannon, old Tommy Markle. Whenever he's in the papers, you're in for a good story. Old Tom. Do you remember when he was in the lead up to the wedding and he was causing all kinds of grief?
He didn't have like a stroke or something the week before.
Oh, I mean, I didn't do that to the Queen, did he?
The selfish bastard.
He didn't do that to the Queen. Give it a stroke. Oh.
Philip doesn't need to be reminded of a stroke. Just the mere suggestion of a stroke now is enough to send him over the edge.
The Immortals, as they should be called.
Yeah, the old Weekends at Bernie's thing they're doing with Prince Philip at the moment.
We don't joke about it.
One of his mind has got a hand in his back like a puppet.
He looks a bit like Joe. Did you watch Dracula?
Did watch Dracula, yeah.
When Dracula right at the beginning of it, where he's like old.
He did, yeah.
He had that kind of look about him.
Philip looked like that 10 years ago. Philip looked like that at the turn of the millennium.
He was about 98 though.
Yeah, I know.
It goes on forever.
I can feel by Robbie Williams was like when he looked like that.
Do you remember what Thomas Markle did before Harry and Meghan's wedding?
No.
When he hired a photographer to follow him around and like catch him in like as though like he was trying, because old Tom and Meghan fell out.
Old Tom,
that's right.
The big T.
The big T. T-Pain Markle.
T-Pain.
He fell out with Meghan and he wanted to be seen as though he was a good dad. He was trying to, make an effort for the wedding. So he got a photographer to picture him as though he was, like caught in the act, like there wasn't a photographer following him, but he was like reading like an encyclopedia about Britain. As though he's like trying to learn the culture. Yeah, and he's got like his glasses on in like a cafe, and he's like looking very serious, like, yes, Scotland, England, and Wales, and the Northern Ireland. And he done another thing where he was getting his measurements taken for his wedding suit,
right?
But the I think it was like the Daily Mail or like
sounds about right.
Yeah, something like that uncovered that the wedding shop that he was photographed in front of was actually closed on the day that he was outside. But they'd already staged this like photo shoot to happen. So what they did is they got like a member of staff from like the building next door to take his measurements. And despite like it meant nothing, it was just purely a publicity stunt to make him seem as though he was like trying his best for the wedding. Yeah.
Did he go to the same place where you and Stephen got your wedding suits sorted?
My wedding suit for Yandy and Hamill wedding? Yeah. I got mine from...
from the tailors.
Oh, from the tailors.
Is that where Markle went as well, was it?
That's
he had a stripper suit is what he did.
Outside the Met Quarter. I wouldn't put it past him to have a stripper suit, He's
really?
an absolute... He's a
loose cannon.
He is a loose cannon.
It would be in a stripper suit, wouldn't it?
His cannon will be loose.
Certainly.
Yeah, so that's my theory of why
all this is going down.
Meghan and Harry have left the royal family. I think Tommy Markle's got an absolute bombshell he's ready to drop, and we're getting out of there before it's too late.
I think
he knows what really happened to Diana. Yeah, so maybe let's get off Diana and any controversial issues before we had a lawsuit off the royal family. It's sued.
Yeah, I mean it's a long time ago now. I feel like had he still got Diana hang-ups? Well, potentially.
No. You could probably do with an extra couple of quid at the minute to pay Meghan off, so...
Yeah, I know.
Pay Big Tom off, so... What did you do for New Year, Ryan?
I have another travel story.
Oh, you've been out about Palin over here.
I've commitment to this podcast. I'm out committing the hijinks.
Well, it seems like you speak of commitment. One of my Christmas presents was a fact book off Hannah, and I brought it with me from Discover Stay.
This is the exact thing that we need to keep this thing going. It is. There's life in the old dog, yeah. But anyway, I went to Edinburgh for New Year.
Oh, very nice. It was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah, I went for Hogmanay.
Ooh,
the Hogmanay Street Party. My friend of the show, Chris, has recently moved up there, and he invited me up. So,
if you're listening to it, Chris, hello.
Ryan said it was.
Anyway,
I want to give a shout out. That's what they do, isn't
I put about more than a shout out. Just hello.
Hello.
If you're listening. Right.
How's it going up there,
Listen,
mate?
How are you keeping, Mike? Hope
everything's going well.
Hope the family are well. Ta-ra, mate. So anyway, I went to Edinburgh and we decided to go the whole Hogmanay.
Oh, very good. Very good.
Yeah. And we decided to do the street party, which was £31.50 for a ticket. and you get access to the main streets of Edinburgh. And there was
you had to pay to be on the street.
Well, no, but there was live acts there.
So you had to pay to go to like a festival.
Well, yeah, it was like a festival, but in like overlooking Edinburgh Castle. But you haven't heard with the acts, are you, Paul?
Oh God,
the headliner,
Michelle McManus.
Not Michelle McManus.
It's got to be somebody Scottish. Let's think.
Is he? Potentially not. You know, do you know what? I think
Leon Jackson.
I think he's local. I think he's quite local.
To here or Edinburgh?
Craig Charles.
To here. No, not Craig Charles. I believe he's from the Conservative parts nearby.
Southport.
Yes, I think he's from Southport.
Is he famous?
Yeah.
Is he?
I mean,
is he poppy?
Rick Astley.
You're in the ballpark. you Paul, you have no chance of knowing him.
Oh.
But in the ballpark with Rick Astley. So stay in this ballpark, but keep rummaging. You need to rummage in the ballpark and you'll find him.
Bear in mind we are still recording, so don't think for too long.
So you're in a Rick Astley bush right now.
I was going to say Pete Burns, but he's dead, isn't he?
Yeah, oh God.
He's with Derek at the minute.
That'd be more than £31.50.
Seance.
Then again, I'll have to spin me right round. What's Pete Burns got, really? Dead or alive? Some joke along those. There's a joke there.
There's got to be something. Give us until next week, and then we'll
have a Pete Burns dead or alive gag.
I don't know. I can't think of anyone.
Mark Almond.
I don't know who that is.
Oh God, come on! From Soft Cell.
Oh, I know Soft Cell. I don't know if
The lead singer of Soft Cell. One Mark Almond.
And that was the headline.
He was the headliner of the £31.50.
I think he got ripped off.
The £31.50 street party.
The Hog and Ave isn't what it used to be, is it? I reckon Elton's played that. I reckon Prince has been there.
No.
Names like Freddie Mercury, Grayson at Edinburgh Castle. And now who have you got?
If I had my choice of seeing anyone on the planet live, it would be Mark Almond. I couldn't have wished to bring in the new year with anyone better.
Oh, you must be nuts paying that much. Come on, that's a great joke.
Almond nuts. Oh, okay. I feel that.
I fucking hope so. That was a great joke.
Well, there was a higher price tier ticket.
Jesus.
That I know. So where you go into like the gardens part, and there was Mark Ronson doing a DJ set.
Mark Ronson, yeah.
How
is he not the flipping head?
But you're paying a higher price point to get to
how much is higher?
It was £75.
You weren't willing to pay that kind of money?
Absolutely not for Ronson. Uptown Funk's all right. Yeah, if Winehouse came back from the dead with him, maybe.
Then we talk.
To Back to Black album. No, maybe I'm considering those prices. Ronson on his own, absolutely not. No chance.
And he's got some great tracks as Ronson. Big deal as well.
You got Uptown Funk.
No, he's got loads of good tracks as Ronson.
Man, you another one.
Give me a little while.
Oh, anyway, so we didn't do that. So we went for the £31.50. But it was absolutely heaving, is the word, I think, is the correct word to describe it.
The jocks went crazy for Almond.
Not for Almond, just for Hogmanay, really.
Okay.
So, a confession, really, I didn't get to see Almond. So,
so you've literally just said if you could spend New Year with anyone, it would be Almond.
I know. Well, that was my thought process going towards it. But you've got to go with the flow, haven't you?
So what kind of stuff? So like what if you don't want to go and see Almond or whoever the headline may be?
So you basically you pay and you get access to the main roads in Edinburgh.
Right.
So
what's stopping people from just walking on them anyway?
Well, there's the security there.
It's tight.
So they close off the main roads and you basically pay to have access to Edinburgh High Street. I'm not really selling Hogmanay, to be honest with you.
This is what it'll be like if they get a second referendum. Passport checks on the
Yeah, so it was I basically paid £31.50 for access to the Edinburgh High Street. Right. But I brought in a New Year outside of Next, so
I was going to say, did you buy anything nice?
Unfortunately, not. The shutters were down, so yeah, we got there about 10 in the night.
It's a bit
so
late.
Yeah, but it was bring your own beer. So there was no bars there.
So £31 literally just to stand on the street.
£31 to stand on the street in Edinburgh. Yeah, there was actually that to tell a lie, there was Johnny Walker sponsored the event, so the £31.50 included a complimentary Johnny Walker highball.
What's a highball?
What's a highball?
No, it's some sort of it's like a cocktail.
How is it?
It's fizzy.
Fizzy.
Yeah, so whiskey's not normally fizzy, highball's fizzy.
Again,
so,
you're still not selling this very well.
Did they just put like was it ginger ale or something in it?
Potentially, yeah. Let's go with ginger ale. The queue for the Johnnie Walker highball stand was like, imagine like a roller coaster in Universal Studios. It was like an hour's wait for the Johnnie Walker highball, and I thought, I am not so much of a fan of Johnnie Walker highball that I'm going to wait till like I'm queued up for the Hulk. it's just absolutely ridiculous. I don't know who likes Johnnie Walker highballs that much that they would
queue for an hour.
Choose to wait in that queue. That was like absolutely insane. So I was. And initially I was skeptical about the whole Hogmanay thing because it was so busy. But eventually...
You got into it?
Eventually we got our own little space.
Is there stalls and stuff like that? Is there like...
Not quite, no. So
so it is just a street?
No, there was Mark Holman was in the distance. So, there was that.
The co-op was open on the corner.
There was a craft beer shop by Chris's house. Oh, so I had excellent beers to accompany me for the, and then once we got our own spot,
didn't need one. You stood outside.
I was outside in Scotland in December.
Do you have good gloves?
I didn't have gloves. No, I had my attire of choice throughout winter has been the 3 layers, which I'm wearing 2 of them currently. It's been the t-shirt, the fleece, and a coat over that. So I had the Ryan triple layer on. So I
served you well.
Oh, I was absolutely warm enough. Yeah, I was fine in terms of temperature control.
With the fleece on, you could pass for a jock actually. To be honest,
do you think? Yeah, I thought I am. Like the Salzburg story shown. I like to be a chameleon when I travel to different countries.
Did you start doing your William Wallace when you were up there?
Yeah.
Put a kilt on.
Brothers, sons of Scotland. Yeah. I went full Braveheart. The face paint and all.
I was gonna say, I bet we can tell the story now, but we can at least make an allusion to it. That I bet the girls all loved you when you were up there. You did something when he chatted up a girl for doing his William Wallace.
I don't think it's for this one. I don't think it's for this one. But you did, like, in all seriousness, like, as much as I was initially skeptical, but once you embraced the spirit of it. We got our own little space. It was great, and I normally think fireworks are the most overrated thing on the planet, but the firework display above Edinburgh Castle was genuinely amazing. And so it was great.
Not quite Sydney Harbour Bridge, but
Paul, it was better. It was genuinely unbelievable.
I've heard that it is amazing.
It really was. The visually. I mean, I've not seen Sydney Harbour Bridge, Paul. I was there for Hogmanay. But anyway, so then we all went back to a friend of the show, Chris's house.
Hiya, Chris.
And so he's living in a it's quite central to Edinburgh, but it's a small 1-bedroom apartment. Yeah. But there was a few of his friends sleeping there. I was one of them. So sort of it was a house party, and I always think with a house party that goes into the later hours, you don't want to be the person who makes the fool of themselves. There's always someone who who becomes the idiot.
Yep.
And you just want to wake up the following morning and hope it's not you.
Not have the beer fear.
Not have the beer fear. Well, I always have the beer fear, but you don't want evidence for the beer fear.
Clear conscience.
Yeah. But anyway, I woke up. So I thought I was on tremendous form. I thought I was, I was wisecracking. I thought it was great. I was in golden hour, where you just become automatically funnier.
Right.
But then that was the last I remember. I was sitting on a couch, and then I woke up.
It's never a good sign.
and I was in my boxies.
Oh God, it's getting worse.
With my Argyle patterned socks on, sitting on 2 cushions in the middle of Chris's front room by the kitchen. And I thought, oh God, I don't remember being here. I don't remember being here. Don't remember being here. Don't remember being in here whatsoever. So Chris's friends and his girlfriend are sleeping on the sofa bed, and Chris's friend's brother is on the couch part. And I later found out that I went to bed on an airbed next to Chris and his girlfriend's bed, like some sort of family pet. That's where my night ended.
Right.
But in the middle of the night, the airbed unfortunately deflated, which put me in a semi-awake state. And then I decided
to take your pants off
to patrol the room. Okay,
for a fucking pumper head.
No, God, no, I'm not a pervert. But so what apparently I did was I just sort of sleptwalk to the nearest bed. And so, which was the sofa bed where Chris's friend and his girlfriend were sleeping. So then I apparently just tried to get in the bed because I needed with these people who had.
I needed at least 8 hours.
I needed a cuddle.
I should reiterate that
It was New Year.
I should reiterate I was sleepwalking. Okay, so I was sleepwalking.
How do you know this?
What's that? Because I've been told.
Okay.
They filled in the blanks.
Okay.
I was last. Okay, so remember my last point, golden hour. Happy Ryan firing gags away on form.
And then you wake up.
The next wake up, I'm in my boxies. I'm on two cushions, but in with me legs astride in the kitchen,
like a shit genie.
But so anyway, so I
still had the fleece on though.
Well, it was cold. And this is my winter look. So I tried to get into the bed, and then this lad's girlfriend wakes up and is like, "What are you doing? I've met you today, and you know."
Again, he said he wasn't a pervert,
but I'm in a semi-conscious state, and I. Apparently, when I am sleepwalking, I also take on the spirit of Ted Bundy, your Jeffrey Dahmers, because I said these words to her. Okay. She says, "What are you doing?" And I went, "Enjoying the view." Yeah.
While stood in his boxies and nothing else.
Yeah. What the fuck? I don't know. I don't know. Mark Almond, eh? Fancy some Tainted Love. Oh, come on. That was a great Soft Cell reference.
Was actually, I'm sorry.
Tainted Love, Soft Cell's most famous song, Paul.
I was laughing too much at just the idea of
enjoying
that's cold.
Enjoying the view, yeah. That is fucking...
terrifying.
Some dark shit, isn't it? and
enjoying the view.
Yeah. So she basically said you can't. There's no space for you in here, body bar. She thinks I'm awake, so God thinks how hard of hard she is. Fucking hell! I had to clarify the following day. I was like, I was sleeping out. So she got me like the two pillows and sort of bargained with me about just go over there by the kitchen,
put a biscuit out,
and you know, contrary to Ted Bundy and Jeffrey Dahmer, I obeyed. So you know, who's the real hero? That's my question.
Unlike Bundy and Dahmer, I love a digestive. I'm a sucker for a digestive.
So that was fun to wake up to. It was like, do you know what you did last night? I was like, oh no, it was me. I was the dickhead. Oh.
Surely that breakfast was a bit awkward, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't. Played it off.
I knew what I was doing. I was just having a crack, wasn't I?
I could see the castle from the window.
Brothers of Scotland.
Sons of Scotland.
Are we ready? Are we ready for the feature?
Ready for the feature? Shall we go on to the feature?
Yes.
All right, let's go for the feature. So I've done my best with the travel stories in this one, but you know, I thought since there's a Stephen Williams shaped travel story hole in this episode, I thought, you know, the feature today should be devoted into creating our own travel stories.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah. So I thought we need to get you fellas some travel anecdotes. So in today's feature, I put my travel agent cap on.
Go on.
And I've organised you some trips where I think you'll be able to get some hijinks to get some content for Dodge and Deaf in a feature I had to call Rye Scanner.
Oh.
Yeah, okay.
That is brilliant, to be fair.
Okay, so the aim of the game is I've planned a holiday for you both from John Lennon Airport. I've priced the flight, the accommodation, which is all twin rooms, so you're not sharing a bed, and one activity you can get up to while you're there, so you can come back with a very special travel story to use on the show. What you have to do is tell me what you think the price of the holiday is going to be per person. Okay?
I love the fact that you delivered that as if it was like, you know, like a big fat quiz of the year, like video segment.
Bear Grylls inspired me.
Yeah, I can tell. Yes, that sounds good to me.
Yeah, is the aim of the game clear? Yeah, and,
although Josh might be able to see the answers from where he's sitting.
No, well, absolutely not.
Blind as a bat I am.
It's a professional show, this, Paul. Yeah, and we have agreed that if you get them all right, Dodge and Death will agree to pay for you to go on one of the holidays. Yeah, out of the Dodge and Death budget, which is of course
Stephen's pocket,
Stephen William Jr.'s pocket. He's not in the room to disagree. It's happening. So ready for round one?
Yeah. Are we going against each other?
No. This is a collaborative effort.
So all these were leaving from Liverpool, John Lennon Airport.
John Lennon Airport, your local airport, Paul. Right. I wouldn't make you travel to Manchester. God, this is meant to be a pleasant trip. It's a nice holiday away.
Okay, go on.
Okay, so ready for round one?
Yes. Yep.
Okay, round one. Paul, I know it's always been a dream for you to travel to Kathmandu. So I have priced a holiday for you and Josh from John Lennon Airport to Kathmandu. You're going to stay, so this is for next week, you're going to stay in the 3-star hotel surroundings of the Little Buddha Inn. Which has been rated an 8.2 location. I've got that as a note. I'm not too sure what website that's from. And you want to know what the activity is?
Yeah.
Go on.
Kathmandu, so Nepal.
Yeah.
So what are you thinking?
Base camp in Everest.
Well, Everest was an option. But that was outside of Stephen William Jr.'s price zone. So we have instead got you a 3-hour sightseeing tour around Kathmandu by way of a rickshaw.
That sounds fantastic.
Yeah, okay. So,
that sounds better than Everest, to be honest with you.
So all in, how much do you... Oh, do you want to know the itinerary of the flights first?
No, I want to know the mileage.
You want to know the mileage?
Yeah. Right.
I want to know the airline.
No, right, okay.
Okay. Oh, but I've got all these questions to clarify.
Let me guess what the itinerary would be.
Okay, the flight itinerary.
How long is it for? Sorry, how long is it for?
It's for a week. A week.
Okay.
All right. So I think you're going to be flying from Liverpool to Heathrow.
Incorrect.
Is this the cheapest way that you could find?
Or Liverpool.
This is the cheapest route that we could find.
So it'd be like Liverpool to Paris.
Again, you should be honoured that you're going.
So maybe Liverpool. It'd be Liverpool to somewhere like Paris or something like that.
No. It's Krakow.
Right. So you go to Poland.
Yeah, Liverpool to Krakow,
and then Krakow to like Doha or something like that.
Oh, nearby.
Abu Dhabi.
Nearby.
Dubai.
Right.
Yeah.
And then you'd be going Dubai to
Kathmandu.
Dubai direct. Yeah. This is an easy trip, and that will take you not too bad really. That'll take you 19 hours and 30 minutes.
19
hours. Yeah.
Right.
From John Lennon to Kathmandu, 19 hours.
It's actually not that bad, is it? To be fair.
Yeah. The way back's the ball ache, really.
Right.
Oh God.
And what's the way back?
So that's Kathmandu to Doha.
Yeah.
Doha to Geneva.
Yeah.
Geneva direct to Liverpool. That'll take you 21 hours. That bit brutal. That.
Yeah, that's tough.
Yeah. But it is what it is.
Needs must.
Needs and must. Okay,
so for a week's holiday.
This is without spend.
Is this per person? This
is per person.
Do we get options or?
You do get options.
Oh, right.
Okay. Do you want the options?
Yes, please.
Well, should we have a guess before we hear the options?
Go on. Yeah,
actually, it'd be fun to have a guess.
Yeah,
I would have said for a week about 1,570.
Okay.
I reckon it'd be more than that. I reckon you're talking something like $2,500.
All right, well, Joe, you might be pleasantly surprised here, you know.
Oh.
Is it A, £575 each?
Oh.
Is it B, £875 each?
This is including accommodation?
Accommodation, yeah.
The lot?
Yeah, or is it C, £1,175 each?
Hannah, we are going to Kathmandu next week.
Kathmandu, it's the tourist destination of 2020.
I'm going to go with the higher one, 1,100.
Yeah, I think it's got to be over.
You going to see?
Got to be over £1,000.
You're going to be pleasantly surprised again. It's B.
£800.
Yeah, 800
for a week in Kathmandu from
that's without your spends.
Yeah, but bloody hell, all your accommodation. Fantastic.
Yeah, the rickshaw is only £30.
That's great.
Yeah, 3 hours. 3 hours. The flight to the bulk of it, really. The Little Buddha Inn, 3-star hotel. It's a bargain. It's an absolute bargain. The Little Buddha Inn.
Wait, how much is that?
That was Can't remember now, but it was a bargain.
they paid us 20 quid to go.
The Little Buddha Inn are sponsoring this episode. Are you ready for question 2?
Yes.
So maybe I'm going to go on the trip now. Because I'm going to get them all right.
No.
This one's for you, Josh.
Go on.
What about me?
You wanted Kathmandu, Paul?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. You always go on about Kathmandu.
I thought it was just we both guessed.
No, this holiday's for Josh. This is more. That was a Paul trip.
Oh,
and this is a Josh trip.
Okay,
and the Paul trip.
Oh God, you know what? I didn't even. That was subconscious. That was subconscious. Josh, I know you always want to go to Ulaanbaatar.
I do always say
a penny for the amount of times you said, Ryan, get me on a plane to Ulaanbaatar.
Where's Ulaanbaatar?
Where would you guess?
Zimbabwe or somewhere like that.
No, not quite. Not even ballpark, really. I think Genghis Khan.
I don't know, something like Vietnam.
No, higher.
You're warm.
Cambodia, something like
higher.
that.
Higher in the world.
Higher in the world.
In terms of like class status
China.
or in location?
China.
Oh no, geography.
China.
Nearby.
Oh, come
Korea.
on, Ryan.
Mongolia. Mongolia, Ulaanbaatar, capital Mongolia.
Got to go.
Most polluted place in the world.
Ah.
That's where you two could potentially be heading on this trip. John Lennon.
Me, you, and Greta Thunberg together.
No, Greta's going by boat.
Yeah. 3.5 weeks. Bloody hell. We're off next.
No ship sail from John Lennon Airport, unfortunately.
No,
so yeah, we've got your flights.
We've got your flight sorted there, Greta.
Yeah.
Don't worry.
So okay. So it's a. Do you want the itinerary of the flight again, or?
Yep.
It is Liverpool to Budapest, Budapest to Istanbul, Istanbul direct to Ulaanbaatar.
Bloody hell.
That takes you. Oh, that's brutal. That's brutal. 28 hours. That's 28 hours in the air.
Oh, yeah, a week and it takes us a day to get there.
You're gonna be jet lagged. I must admit.
Yeah. The whole holiday catching up on you.
The way back's not too bad. It's easy compared to that.
12 hours.
It's a doddle in comparison.
What is it?
17 hours. 17 hours.
On the
you got the wind with you, haven't you?
You've got a nightmare layover, I think, on the way there. Yeah, that.
Was it in Istanbul?
Yeah, it's a nightmare in Istanbul.
What's the trip?
So we've got you to stay at Ghana's guest house, which is described as featuring free Wi-Fi and a restaurant. Ghana's guest house. And what the hell? It offers pet-friendly accommodation in Ulaanbaatar, 600 meters from Ulaanbaatar Opera House. And I think the transport links to Supertar Square are apparently superb. So
really,
you location wise, you're on to a winner. Yeah, Ghana's guest house. So you want to stay, not Ghana Gay Paul. and for your experience, we went with archery.
Ooh.
I think that'd be a good story. Archery in Ulaanbaatar.
Bloody hell, what a memory.
What a memory. I mean, think of the Instagram content for that. What a story.
Me and Genghis.
You and a very distant relative of Genghis Khan. Apparently we're all. Are we all related to Genghis Khan?
We all are. Yeah. He was that prolific.
What are we guessing then, Josh? Okay, we've only got 15 minutes left, and if we have to stay any longer, I'm going to have to pay for another hour. So.
Right, okay, all right.
Let's fly through these now.
Okay, so shall we go for them? I'll tell you the options.
No, I'm going to go 680.
Oh, okay. You might be disgusted at this one, Paul.
God, that'd be miles away.
I reckon 1,300 quid.
Oh, you might be pleasantly surprised. Have I gave away the answer? Yep. Is it A, £997? Is it B, £1,497? Or is it C, £1,997?
Is it A?
Yeah, I gave it away, didn't I? A, you're correct, yeah. £997. Are you ready for round 3?
Yes.
Is this the bonus round?
I haven't written a bonus round for this one.
I love this game.
Thank you. This one is a very special one because I believe Stephen is currently in Bangkok. Is that right?
No.
Right. Oh God. Well, I've priced a trip to Bangkok anyway. So from Liverpool to Bangkok.
Go on.
Do you want the itinerary?
Yep.
It's Liverpool to Dublin.
Yep.
Dublin to Dubai.
Yep.
Dubai direct to Bangkok. Not bad.
Not bad, that.
Just your 20 hours. 20?
That.
Yeah, it's a long old flight from Dublin to Dubai, apparently.
Jesus.
Then your way back, it's Bangkok, Savannah Boomi Airport to Dubai.
I know well.
Then do you know what? Replica trip. Dubai, Dublin, Liverpool. 19 hours, 15 minutes. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Then we've got you to stay in the very fancy resort of Coco Cape Lanta.
Oh,
sounds very nice.
4 stars.
Oh, that is bougie.
Stars.
Bougie.
Oh. And because since you'll be meeting Stephen over there, I thought that we'll go for an experience that he'll also like. So we went cabaret in Bangkok. Cabaret in Bangkok, your experience. Yep. Think of the anecdotes that you'll tell. Could be an episode title, that.
That could be. It could be.
So is it A, £1,071.50? Is it B, £1,371.50? Or is it C, £1,671.50?
I think that it's C.
I'll go B, just because so we can get a winner from this game.
Oh, okay, Paul. I like your thinking. But what
if it's A and we're both wrong?
Oh,
the correct answer is A. Both wrong. There's no winners of Rice Scanner.
How was it? What was it? What, 1,100 quid?
Yeah. Well, whatever A was.
Give or take a couple.
Yeah, it was £1,071.50. Liverpool to Bangkok.
Not bad. That's cheap. To be fair.
Yeah, stay in a 4-star hotel.
I mean, considering that's all your accommodation, I love this game.
Yeah, it's good, isn't it?
And Joe, I'm going to start booking my flights with Rice Scanner.
Yes, absolutely.
At those prices.
Ryanair. Rice Scanner will find you the best flights possible and the best experiences.
You're the sponsor.
Yeah. I suppose, though, people might confuse it with Ryanair, mightn't they?
Yeah.
It's in no way affiliated to Ryanair.
A legal battle there.
Yeah.
Me and
What's his name? Michael O'Leary.
I was going to say Dermot O'Leary.
he managed Leeds.
Oh, yeah. Is there not O'Leary? Dermot O'Leary used to present X Factor.
Oh, God. What? David O'Leary managed Leeds. David O'Leary, sorry. Apologies. David O'Leary presented X Factor.
He always used to do the spin, didn't he?
Yeah, and he's got an excellent buzz cut haircut as well.
He does. Fantastic fade.
So that was Rice Scanner.
That was brilliant. I want to play that game again.
Yeah. Well, Rice Scanner may return because there's many holidays I can plan, so there's a lot of legs in that one.
We're also running out of names.
Yeah. Are we also running out of time?
Yes, we are.
Okay, so maybe shall we go into Discover Steve?
Yeah. I think it's about time.
Okay, Paul, have you got a Discover Steve for us?
I've got my book, which I
pick a page number.
Yeah, go on. Someone pick a page number between 0 and 352.
Ryan, you can do it this one.
9.
Jesus.
I don't know why I went so quick, so early.
You panicked there.
I regret that. 9. Oh, why did you say 9?
Page 9. So,
just enjoying the view.
on the subject of travel.
Oh, okay. Love the segue.
What we didn't have there was a trip to Monaco.
We didn't.
We didn't. Very expensive part of.
Yeah.
It's a French.
The French Riviera?
Yes, it's a principality.
Oh.
So if every car in Monaco took to the road at the same time, they wouldn't all fit on.
Wow.
Oh.
Because obviously Monaco must be small.
Yeah,
I also know.
Yeah, I know. You discovered Monaco was small this week.
It's a Formula 1 race as well, and that's about it.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's actually interesting.
Did he use euros in Monaco?
Yes.
Because
it's French.
Yes.
Yeah. That's going to be a useful book, that, Paul.
There is also a bridge, a little bit less exotic than Monaco. Yeah. There is a bridge known as the Gateway to Bolton. Is a one-way street. Which is a one-way
from Monaco to Bolton, the Paul G story.
Wait for it. It's a bridge. It's a one-way street leading away from Bolton. Although it's called the Gateway to Bolton.
I mean,
was it Michael Bolt?
So thank you, Hannah, for my facts.
Yeah. Good Discover Steve. Have you got one, Josh?
I do.
Yes.
I wanted to do a ghost kind of like gothic themed one, in obviously in respect to
of old Derek, God rest his soul. But then again, did he believe in heaven, or is he still wandering amongst us?
Well, this is actually a bit apt to this.
Okay.
So Edgar Allan Poe, right? He's a very famous, obviously gothic kind of, and ghost writer.
The Raven.
So when he died, obviously, like his stories were kind of enigmatic, kind of weren't sure as to kind of what they're all about the kind of mysteries of the afterworld. But when he died, you actually went missing.
Yeah,
nobody could find him. Went missing for ages. When they did find him, nobody knew They couldn't say the reason why he died. Nobody knows. The reason wwhy Edgar Allan Poe died is a mystery. And also in Edgar Allan Poe, I think there's a Wetherspoons on the Walton Vale. Named after the Raven.
Wait, did Derek Acorah die? It was...
in the Raven, I think it was.
No, I think it was... did he get sepsis?
I mean, this is very
dark. That's a dark tone, isn't it? I'm gonna go to my Discovers thing.
Change the topic.
Which is about, do you know the Netflix, like the noise? So the Netflix, yeah, but it goes like at the start as a thud.
Yeah.
Do you know where the thud's from?
Let me guess.
Okay. I'm gonna stop you there, Josh. It's from the end of the first episode of House of Cards. Kevin Spacey apparently bangs a book down, and then that led into the Netflix logo, and he thought it worked so well that they kept it.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, well, I mean, I was told that's true, so I hope so.
I'm going to watch it because I like that. I like that fact.
Yeah, so the only thud now Kevin Spacey's doing is when he's hammering down the floorboards to hide another corpse that he's murdered. The absolute serial killer that is Kevin Spacey.
Did you see the video that he released?
Oh my God, yeah. 2 Christmases in a row he's done that. The man. Do you think he's still got a publicist?
His speech is even less popular than the Queen's speech, innit? And that's going something.
God, the most horrible thing. Spoiled Christmas 2 years in a row for me now.
He's like a bad penny, isn't he? Just wouldn't fuck off. Great actor, Mike.
Shall we end it there?
I think we should do. I think.
I don't remember the outros, Paul, so do you?
So
follow us on
Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.
Yeah.
Go to the website, Ryan.
dodgingdeathpodcast.com.
Or
contact us on the contact page if you've got any queries, anything like that.
That may not work.
Okay, that may or may not work. The spirit's in the system at the minute.
For anyone who never, well, I imagine very few people do leave reviews. But can people say that this was the best?
Don't play us down.
No, but can people say that this was the best episodes ever purely because Steve wasn't in it?
Yeah,
we can get more traction then.
Yeah.
5 stars.
And
it was like when Take That came back without Robbie.
And you were better.
And they were better.
They were.
We can face the out. We don't need his publicity no more. I feel like we've got enough
go alone.
We can go alone.
We can go solo.
We can go alone. Thanks,
guys. On that
note. Well, see you soon, guys, and let's just hope that this actually did record.
Yeah. The lost episode of Dodging Death is about to end. Thanks for listening.
Thank you.
Follow us on Instagram at Dodging Death Podcast.